Welcome to Anthony's Outdoors, where we bring the outdoors to you. On this episode, we're going to talk about springtime baits for catching muskies. It's no secret that muskies love bucktails, and in springtime, there's no exception. However, the big difference is I like to throw a smaller size bucktail or inline spinner. What I have here are Mepsigilas, musky killers. These things were properly named. Got a couple pictures here I'm going to throw up of fish that were caught on these lures right here. In spring, if the water's really cold and the fish aren't really hungry, but they are following, sometimes I like to throw side-to-side lures like this. This is a 4-inch Phantom Softtail, and here's the Squirrely Hellhound. These two lures are excellent at getting lethargic fish to take a swipe at a bait when the water temperatures are on the cooler side in spring. Here's a couple images of fish that we caught using side-to-side action baits like these. A great springtime bait for muskies that a lot of people overlook due to the fact that they think it's a pike-only lure is a Daredevil. This is a 3/4 ounce, 5 of diamonds in like a chartreuse green coloration. This thing is dynamite in the spring for muskies. Here's a couple images of muskies we've caught on Daredevils during the springtime. That leads us to my all-time favorite lure for springtime muskies. And it might be a lure that a lot of people aren't throwing due to the fact that they might think it's a summertime or fall time rock spot type lure. The 5-inch Shallow Raider from Joe Bucher Outdoors is my absolute go-to lure in the springtime for muskies. This can be fished fast, slow, you can jerk it, you can straight retrieve it, you can dead stick it. However you want to fish it, this thing puts muskies in the boat in spring. Depending on water temperatures, you will fish this bait a different way. If the water temperatures are really cool and you've seen fish but they're not striking, then I go to a JerkPaws style of fishing, where the fish will typically strike on that pause where that bait is slowly rising to the surface. If the water temperatures have warmed up, they're in post-spawn, and they're looking for a meal and they're a little more active, say the water temperatures are in the low 60s, then I do a straight retrieve. This is also my go-to lure in the event of inclement weather in the springtime. We all know that cold fronts come through and can really mess up fishing. Springtime is no exception. So I like to throw this when it's cloudy, windy, or a cold front has just come through, and I use this to pull fish out of structure. The one nice thing about throwing smaller baits in the spring is you don't get worn out and you can work your way up to throwing bigger stuff, get in shape for those double 10s and those big crankbaits and bulldogs in the summer and fall. Another nice thing is you have an opportunity to catch a really, really nice bass while fishing with these smaller lures. Here's a few of those. Those fish were caught while musky fishing, and those largemouth bass were most likely spawning females or about to spawn, and they couldn't resist these downsized musky lures. They're not a whole lot of fight on a big musky rig, but still, anytime you can put another fish in the boat, it's a good day. I hope the lures that I showed you here today will help put a few more muskies in your boat during the spring season, and maybe even a few bonus bass while they're at it. If you liked what you saw in this video, please hit the subscribe button, comment, and share down below what you guys like to use for muskies during the spring season. And as always, thanks for watching.